Hey folks, welcome to one of my last training runs before the ultra season really starts off in Innsbruck in a couple of weeks. I've been talking about my training software. Last episode was about intervals at ICU. The other one I keep mentioning is RacePace, which is a software for preparing for the race. As the name says, figure out your racing pace and nutrition. Smarter people than I have said that marathon is a running race. An ultra distance race is an eating race. So one of the most important things is plan for your nutrition and water intake. Now, plan never works out in practice. But if you don't try, you just do random things and it's gonna be worse. So the RacePace people are adding new features all the time. They're working actively on the app. So what I show you might be outdated the time you see it. But let's take a look how the app works. All right, so here we are on the RacePace app front page. I thought I would walk through a little bit what it does and how I use it. My next race is going to be the Innsbruck Alpine Rail Festival, which is what I do like about the application. It gives you kind of 3 different estimations of your total race time, which is kind of the best case. I'm never in a shape to do this, never really realistic to me. The realistic or conservative are the values that really are the ones that they're me. And it kind of shows you how I'm trending. Well, I was sick here and I've been training, so it says my prediction is better, which is very nice to see. You always see a progress. It's really, really cool. It shows you training progress and things like that. Time on feet really matters. Elevation gain. We can talk about these elevation things. Really kind of find that they don't actually work the way I expected, so I end up building my own software to do that. But you can see here a little bit what you've been doing. I'd say intervals at ICU is better place to track your progress in training and keep you in the right pace for training. But I love that the values are kind of imported here as well. So they show me what I need. And time on feet is the important value for trail runners. You know, kilometers don't really say anything. Elevation gain and lost and so on is good information. It does a personalized plan for your race. So let's look again, this one that is coming up in a couple of weeks. And this is the main screen I use. So when I prepare for a race, I do a lot of mental preparation. I keep thinking about the race and I mentally prepare where the tough parts are and so on. So this is the place where I do that the most. So you can click per segments and you kind of think a little bit, and they have the aid stations here. You can see approximately what time based on the plan, and you pass training, you're going to be there. To me, as long as I hit the cutoffs, that's fine. I heard that the cutoff times might be coming soon, so that would be really cool. But this is effectively what I spent quite a bit of time doing. It's just basically staring at this and mentally thinking how it's going to feel during the race. Where are the toughest climbs? Where are the kind of the aid stations? How much I need to think about the aid stations? Where are kind of the longest segments that I go without? Based on what you selected here, conservative or realistic, I tend to keep it in the middle. It kind of gives you a little bit of an estimation of your average pace between these different segments. Super cool, very, very useful. There's some tips generated with probably some LLMs. I wish they would be more real people telling what needs to be done. Kind of there's something to know about specifically for this race. The tips what I've seen have been, reasonable, but they also are things that a trail runner probably already knows. It's a little bit same problem that Strava has and Garmin has with AI-generated tips. They kind of tell you something you already know. One of the main features of the system is to be able to generate your fueling plan. Again, eating is massively, massively important in racing. And if you don't plan, you kind of then randomly go through. So I'm using precision fuel hydration. Oh, it's now here. It wasn't here before. I'm super happy it's here. I thought I was preparing to type it in myself. But now it is here. Super good. So some of these gels I do have. So I have especially these. I will try to get at least 2 of these packed here. I have 2 of these caffeine gels. Generally, my stomach hates them, but they are like a backup of doing the. Actually, I might just take one. My main fuel is this juice, which I just going to be gulping. So I'm gonna pack something like 4. So we see here already that's not enough. So I probably should think a little bit more. This is what I need from software like this. I need the software to tell me what I need to do. I don't have a coach. I don't have really well tracked history of what I need to do. So a bar like this is the best thing a software can tell me. It's clearly say, okay, I'm missing a lot of carbs. If I only eat these, I'm going to be screwed. However, I know I will be eating from the fuels, from the aid stations. I don't know if there's watermelon here. There's no watermelon here. This is Juhani from the edit. Of course, there's watermelon and all sorts of real foods available in the software if you're just not blind like I am and use the filters like they are meant to. So I'd say I probably need to try to take another gel with me. I'm not going to take one of these. I'm going to take one of the big ones. These big ones I can eat better than these smaller ones. And the caffeine I want to save when I really have to, when I really need to. Let me grab a couple of these extra. Now I'm here, I'm about halfway, but I know I cannot eat more of this stuff in a race like this. This is maximum I can do. So what I can do now is to plan a little bit when I'm going to eat what. The gel is going to be at the bottom, probably somewhere in here, because this has the biggest risk of my stomach blowing up. Actually, I'm going to aim for the middle. So that's going to be the one that I can just take before like last ditch effort to have it in my bag. These gels I can probably eat, so I'm going to split them up a little bit like this, and then this I'm going to take immediately. Actually, I'm going to take before race one, and then I grab some in here. I should be eating every hour, but I know I won't, at least these gels. So my plan here is to understand, okay, I'm about half carbs that I need for the race. I probably should be eating quite a bit from the aid station. So my plan is watermelon is something that sits really well with me. So this is basically, that allows me to do a plan for nutrition and fueling. Yeah, super, super helpful. Even if you don't follow the plan, the thing about this one is that now I have gone through and thought about it. Okay, so that's basically the main thing for me that I get out of from RacePace is to plan my pacing, plan my nutrition, and have a mental preparation, a mental picture of what's coming. That's it about RacePace and how I use it. Take a look. I don't have affiliate link or anything else. Like I said earlier, I like it. It's something that really helps me to prepare for the race. So that's all I have to say for today. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.